You know what I'm saying? So people assume that you rich because you on TV or you making moves. They think you got it, and it ain't like that.
Right.
And you know, some of these people that assume that might have more in their account than you do. You know, I take care of a lot of people, but however, the fame and the money has not ever added up for me yet, as of yet. It's never the same. I'm always more famous than the money.
That's Peter Guns right there off Love and Hip Hop. That's Corey Guns' pops. You know, he basically saying people think he got it just because he on TV, but he don't really got it like that. And that's what most of these TV celebrities, that's how their life is. Even their family members thinking their net worth, when you pull it up, you know, when you type in net worth, that's never accurate either. Lil Wayne said that himself. He was like, I wish I had that. That's not for real.
And it was Ross' turn, and we was on the road, and we was doing everything. And then when you know, everybody was a group effort. When it was Gunplay's turn, it was crickets.
The distributor had them drops you. They ain't want nothing to do with you. MMG just ain't give you the bad news. We told you just keep working, just keep grinding.
Gunplay is speaking out about what he says happened behind the scenes at Maybach Music Group. And according to him, when this moment came, it was crickets. In a recent interview, the Miami rapper said he had hit records but couldn't get label support or budget to move his career forward. Gunplay signed to Rick Ross's Maybach Music Group in 2012 and released his debut album Living Legend in 2015. But he says when it came time for the machine to push him, nobody lifted a finger. He described feeling stuck. Because when you're signed to a label, the budget and decisions ultimately come down from the boss. But situations like this highlight something bigger in hip-hop. All these partnerships, labels, crews, collectives, need to be treated as business first. The problem is when artists start seeing first big checks, fame, and a new lifestyle, they trade business awareness for blind loyalty. And we've seen this story before. Rockefeller, Dipset, G-Unit, and countless other crews. The moment contracts end, the hits slow down and the label moves forward to the next artist, suddenly the energy disappears. Because a lot of artists don't realize something important. These opportunities happen in windows. Once the sales are done and the contract math catches up, sometimes the splits mean you're still owing money while the label has already moved on to their next priority. And by that point, the budgets are gone. If I'm Gunplay standing next to Rick Ross, I'm looking at diversifying myself 50 different ways early. Business, investments, and ownership. Because once the machine slows down, people don't say, man, the label stopped helping him. They say, he must have spent all of his money. And in hip-hop history, we've seen that story play out way too many times.
It was Ross' turn, and we was on the road, and we was doing everything. And then when you know, everybody was a group effort. When it was Gunplay's turn, it was crickets. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it was hard for me. What you want me to do? Nobody's. It's like I got hit records. Nobody's giving me a budget. Nobody's doing nothing. So what you want me to do? What would you like me? What would you like me to do? Do more? Give another hit record and do more and never get no money? Or what you want me to see is go back in these streets and go ahead and tap these pockets,
right?
Like I have to do. You see what I'm saying? Like this is what I did. This is what I didn't want to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But since they don't understand and they want to be, okay, we don't know who Gunplay is. Nigga, give me that chain. Let me get all that because I'm back. You see what I'm saying? That was literally a cry for help for real when I look back and see that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get that.
Right.
Let me get that. So
you showing them like I really would do this.
Yeah, you know, push me back in the street. So I mean, what you really want me to do? Like, you know, I'm for everything. I was down for the program for over 10, 15 years. And it's my
loyal. And that's Gunplay right there. Rick Ross, old artist. Me and my business partner actually, we're working with him right now, getting him booked, doing interview shows. We actually helped set this interview up. Yeah, he had no budget. The label basically didn't take advantage of his opportunity when he did have his hit records. He actually ended up paying more to everybody else than he made from the deal. He just had a whole screwed up deal. That's what happened with him, and that's what happens with a lot of these artists too. They don't really read the contract, or when it's a friend, you know, somebody they grew up with, they think they'll have their best interest, and they might tell them don't get a lawyer, or they just don't get a lawyer because they like, this my boy, he ain't gonna do me like that. Then they end up playing them, or they just don't have the funds to really push them like that. Not on a business level. They might have it for themselves, but for him, for example, the label wasn't giving Ross the budget, even though Ross could have helped him himself. He was depending on who they signed through. You know, these artists will have multiple deals. He was MMG and Def Jam, I think, because he said the way we got him grinding right now, he hasn't went that hard since he was with Def Jam. I think he was MMG, Def Jam. The budget was coming from Def Jam, not MMG. MMG didn't even have they don't even got a headquarters or nothing. It's not a real label. It's an imprint.
Bruh, these celebrities be broke, and they be right in front of y'all face, bruh. They be letting y'all know they broke. Miami just came out with a motherfucking song saying, oh, where all my scamming ass niggas at? Why do you need a scamming nigga if you got money? That don't even make sense. I never heard of a female that got money asking to spend another dude's money. That makes no sense to me, bro. Like that's these celebrities be broke, bro. These celebrities be freaking broke. And then another thing, they be on motherfucking, bro, they be on TikTok and shit going live, talking about send gifts. Finesse 2 times be talking about send me a gift. Soulja Boy be saying, oh, send me gifts. Bro, all type of people, bro. And everybody is struggling like us, gang. Everybody, these celebrities struggling. We be seeing these celebrities being exposed for going broke all the fucking time. We living paycheck to paycheck. Everybody in the same motherfucking boat. Everybody just trying to look rich. That's all it is. Peace.
So I just saw this video about musicians that are, still on tour, performing, well in an old age. And the reason that they do that is because, they're trying to keep from going broke, and they're stuck in these fucked up contracts that will pretty much guarantee that they will go broke in the event that they do stop touring and stop performing. But my thing is, surely there's a fucking loophole. Like, just fucking take it on the chin and fucking file for bankruptcy. File that motherfucking bankruptcy. Go broke on purpose. That way you don't gotta pay all that shit back. No vision. Okay? Let's put on our thinking caps. Let's do what we can to circumvent the system instead of buying into the system and giving these fuckers that are taking advantage of us what they want. There's always a loophole. Okay? You just gotta find it. That's what the little hats do.
I mean, that's what 50 Cent did in a sense. 50 Cent, the artist, was broke. Remember that? Curtis Jackson was not, though. Let me say that again. 50 Cent, the artist, was broke. Curtis Jackson was not. Own nothing, control everything. That's the name of the game. Now, if you're going to do it the right way. People forgot all about that. They had their 10 seconds of laughter. Now he's doing his thing. He don't got to make music. He got the film industry on lock. He learned to pivot at the right time. He saw that the music industry really wasn't making no money like that. He got into film, where he really could have ownership. In the music industry, he couldn't really own his masters or his music. I'm sure he probably didn't. You see a lot of these artists selling their catalogs too at lower rates than you would think they would. Thing is, they're not making any royalties off the music anyway. Might as well sell the catalog instead of waiting on those quarterly checks, which really ain't nothing. If you get one, you might not have recouped. So you might not get nothing more than that first advance that you got 10, 15 years ago. And if you do get something, you're getting 12% at maximum. So, you know what I mean? You might as well sell the catalog or just pivot. How about both?
So basically, they saying Floyd Mayweather out this joint broke. Yeah, Floyd Money Mayweather, the nigga with the money, they saying he popcorn chicken, don't got it, all types of shit going on. He got houses that's getting foreclosed. He owed niggas in Dubai money. That's why he fighting still, and he like 50, you feel me? They seen him pawning jewelry, looking scruffy, all types of shit. That whole money team shit. It's looking real bad for him. Now, I know you wondering, like, how the fuck do a nigga that be having hundreds of millions of dollars and Bugattis and diamond watches, how the fuck you go pop, nigga? Well, what had happened was, he was trusting this one nigga, you feel me? Nigga not our skin, he's another skin, you feel me? Boom, the nigga, mind you, he did 10 months prior for stealing $10 million from some motherfucking body, you feel me? But I don't know how he managed to keep that shit under wraps. Floyd Mayweather hired this nigga as order of operations, basically the nigga that signed all the checks, you feel me? This nigga goes off to sell Floyd jet, wire $175 million from Floyd account to a business account of one of his friends, and then dumb niggas had broke the money down, you feel me? And he was just stealing from this nigga left and right, cleaning him the fuck out. And the way Floyd Mayweather do it, 50 Cent was saying, like, the nigga just fight, get the money, spend the money, fight again, you feel me? So he ain't really got, the nigga need everything. They saying he hosting at local clubs right now for the 30, 40,000 because he really need it. And like, when you're, say you got 6 houses and all these bills is $100,000 a month and you not making millions like how you thought you was, shit gonna go left for you feel me? So they saying the nigga pawning jewelry, he's selling houses. It's a lot of weird shit going on. Even Yaya Mayweather said she was gonna get a job working at Starbucks 3 days out the week. Like, shit is wild out this motherfucker. Shit happening that you never thought would happen. But that's why you, I guess you gotta be humble. I don't know what the fuck God trying to teach that cuz, but shit going on. But yeah, Floyd Money Mayweather no longer has the money. It's being said by a bunch of celebrities and niggas that know him. Like, yeah, that shit over. That shit runs the nigga popcorn chicken. I'm gonna keep y'all updated, but yeah, don't be trusting motherfuckers with your paper, bro. Like, if you making hundreds of millions of dollars, sign your own check. You ain't never getting too much money to sign your own motherfucking check.
Yeah, for real. Why would I need somebody else to be over the operations of my business, signing my checks for me? I would never trust that. They know that you're not the most intelligent person if you got to hire them to sign checks for you. That's the easiest way to get over on somebody. You are in control of their finances. They can't control their own. Come on now. Now, when we say these people broke, it's levels to brokenness, though. Some of them got zero. Floyd, he don't got zero. He not flat. But he's broke compared to what he was. The real Rick Ross, that's Freeway Rick Ross, the one that was a dealer, he said at one point Floyd would turn down $150,000 for walkthroughs, I think he said. Now he doing whole club appearances, hostings, and all of that for $40,000-$50,000. That's how you know he needed, like bro said. Plus he all over the news with lawsuits and, like he said, the planes getting sold. He's selling houses. He's selling everything. Everything for sale. Word around town, he wasn't the best with his money. He thought he was making investments, but those investments were not producing the ROI. He didn't know how to market and brand it. All he did was put his name on it, thinking that people would shop with him just because his name on it. That's not how it works. There has to be some type of demand. There was no demand. People didn't even know he had these businesses for real. I know I didn't. To this day, I still don't know what businesses he got. I just know he fight. And they said his gym's struggling. He wasn't paying the employees either. That's a sign of you struggling. Why you not paying your employees, the people that keep your business going? How you expected to stay around if you don't got the money to pay them? I don't understand that one.
Is it just me, or when a celebrity starts going broke, they all of a sudden start bringing themselves around other celebrities who they felt like they were too good to be around before, and then they start attending certain events that they felt like they were too good for before? Like, for example, when they are at their highest, you don't see them in certain places. You don't see them around certain people. You don't see them doing certain things. But then all of a sudden something happens. They go a little broke, and all of a sudden they're popping up at certain places again, and then bringing themselves around certain people who they know they would have ignored or came up with an excuse to just not be around them had it been a couple of years back. To me, it's just very, very obvious. And it's just kind of annoying, because could it not be any more obvious than this?
That's true. That's just like Ray J. He hanging with all the streamers. He was boxing super high fire on Aiden Ross, a little hookup, whatever he got going on, and got beat up too. That's just one example though.
Cardi B took to Twitter Spaces today to clear up some rumors about her going broke. I personally did not hear these rumors in the internet streets, but she heard them, and since she did, I'm glad she went to clear them up. People were saying, so how could you gross $75 million on your tour and now you're looking for money? And Cardi basically explained to people in the simplest way that she can that even though she is the artist, she is the talent, the concert is a full-on production and a lot of people need to get paid. She explains that she did receive $20 million upfront, but that she additionally put $35 million into her show's budget. She talks about the different things that happen on tour, such as flying people in to fix some of the props she was using, as well as payments that she has to make to the management, the talent agency. It's literally a full-on production. She said people were also criticizing her for doing after parties, and to that she's like, why wouldn't I? If I'm getting $200,000 just to spend 30 minutes in the club, why wouldn't I do it? But I want to know what you guys think. If you were an artist, would you be doing the after parties? Personally, I feel like the whole concert is a business. And like Cardi said, once you do a concert, you're already hyped up. You're already like getting the vibes, getting the energy from the fans. So yeah, after this show, I want to go out. And why wouldn't I go out when I'm going out and I'm with all my people and I'm getting paid? But let me know what you...
And I need to make some more money since I didn't profit off the tour. I got to get my bread off the after parties. Yeah, I'd be doing after parties. I'm doing walkthroughs, after parties, hostings, features. Wherever the money at, I would be taking full advantage. I don't care if you at a dollar store and you need me to try the snacks. Go ahead and pay me. What you got? How much you got for me? I'll try every snack up in this mug.